up, Bloody Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Sousou no Frieren chapter 145. But before I get into this recap and live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored. If you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable Will Bubba Kitty, who's somewhere around here, hopefully being good kitties, in this operation, well, again, literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one. Feel free to hit up our Cash App, PayPal, and Coffee. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon where we are doing our anime live reaction content. Because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So we can have our full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botched localization or two, but it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Dragon Ball Daima, which we covered in both the sub and the dub. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you're a $10 patron, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there is a stacked summer anime season coming to a close, in which we're covering Witch Watch, Gachikuta, Togenaki, and the second seasons of My Dress Up Darling and Dan to Dan. And there's even more on the way, including more Frieren. So please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So, oh my god, last chapter we found out that Siri is going to die. We don't know when she's going to die. We saw in the last chapter that she was going to get decapitated. I'm hoping it's going to be by the demons. That's what I'm hoping anyway. If it's by one of the Shadow Warriors, I think I'm going to be really kind of pissed if that happens. But anyways, let's get into this chapter, see what's in store for us today. And this chapter is titled Foresight. Ooh, Siri looks really cute. Well then, let us exchange intel. I shall tell you about my current circumstances. Okay, here we go. However, before I do that, let me ask just to be sure. Could the Emperor use his power to stop the assassination scheme? That would be like telling a bakery to harvest the wheat. Do you know why the Empire's history has spanned over 1,000 years? It is because its structure has been developed to be indestructible, even with a foolish ruler like me being in power. Its authority has been decentralized, kind of like how it is in like Japan or the UK, so that it can function without issue no matter who the emperor is. The empire is different from other uncivilized countries. Its king does not exactly bear authority over everything. My power has no influence on what happens behind the scenes. Well, in that case, you'd be of no worth even as a hostage then. Now, don't say something so frightening. As you claim, it would merely lead to another sitting atop the throne. It would probably be a puppet to boot. Still, I shall assist the best that I can. Despite my appearance, I possess a strong sense of duty, and I'd like to repay you for the kindness that Denkin has received as well. I have not done anything special. No, that was Frieren that kind of did that, so more than anything. Now then, let's continue the conversation. This magic I possess, in which I witness precognitive dreams, it seldom allows me to experience the future within them. Not only are the timing and duration of the experiences random, their very invocations hinge on an extremely low chance. Needless to say, I cannot see what happens beyond my death either. Chances are the caster's life up until their death is the available scope of this magic. I'm fine with that. That's fine with me. Ever since a certain point in time, I haven't been able to see the future beyond the final day of the National Foundation Festival and the night of the ball. Which means, no! It's gonna be, no! There better be a demon up in there that's killing her. There better be a demon in fucking disguise, or a demon crashing the party or something. Because I really do not want a Shadow Warrior or a human to kill her. I want to see a demon kill her, and that would be like the perfect transition into the next arc, which means I'm murdered there, and that is the end. A considerably inconvenient magic, There are limits to magic that shows you the future, and the majority of spells are inaccurate. To begin with, as far as I'm aware, there has only been one single person in mankind who has realized a flawless prediction of the future. Is that the hero of the South? Generally, that which some consider to be foresight is actually far from it. Is nothing more than some forecast of the future that is made as accurate as possible by blending together several different spells. Are you saying that you are also combining other spells to forecast this future? Nay, this precognitive dream magic is all that I have left. In the first place, I do not really like using the means of foresight. Sadly, there were plenty of mages who desired that magic. Starting with the most flexible ones, I would give them away one by one as privileges. It sounds ironic, does it not? This utterly unreliable precognitive dream, due to my lifespan becoming determined, had lost its flaw of randomness. Now it is magic that is meaningful enough to be put to practical use. So yeah, so she's gonna die no matter what, unfortunately. And have you tried collaborating with those people? They are all already dead. Mages who can attain foresight die easily. Maybe it's from their arrogance with being able to see the future, or they fell victim to another vision of the future. However, considering the current situation, I would say the latter is more likely. The enemy may also be using some sort of magic that reveals the future. If there's any salvation to be had, then just like how my foresight is not flawless, their foresight may be as well. At tomorrow's ball, just about when the evening bells rings... Okay, so at tomorrow's ball, just about when the evening bell rings, that will be my end. From a blind spot, my neck in a flash, I never once caught a glimpse of the enemy. Since I had no reaction with my mana detection, I expect that the other party is a warrior or a master who is extraordinarily skilled for this era. And I get the same outcome no matter where I am. The hall is a given, while choosing not to come to the capital has the same result as well. I think Siri would have been killed if she didn't come to the capital, it'd be by a demon. But based on this, it does seem like it will be a shadow warrior, or if it's a masterful demon, it might be the case. So that is why you are considering that the enemy may also be able to use foresight. Well, that's not the only basis. I despise escape, but I did test it out one time. Clones, illusions, barriers, a path to avoid death by any means possible. At that time, the attack itself did not occur. I had averted death, but this resulted in the most gruesome outcome. Countless mages belonging to the Continental Magic Association were slaughtered. There were casualties no matter what path I took, but the sacrifices were of a completely different magnitude. To be frank, the Continental Magic Association has grown too large. There is also a multitude of people who bear indispensable duties in the countryside and in the cities. Dude, I cannot protect everything. So it's a hostage situation. Well, someone seems rather keen to dance with me at the ball, telling me to quietly surrender my life. Without foresight, such an elaborate threat would not be possible. Your Majesty, do you have any idea who else could use foresight? The possibility would likely narrow down to phrase, but it wouldn't be her magic, would it? If she could reveal the future, the Empire would never have declined to this degree. Figures. And there aren't that many spells related to foresight anyway. The majority of them were passed down in a clan that perished from war in the southern countries. Phrase looks like she was born in the northern countries. I can't imagine her as being one of their descendants. Either way, we are now at the stage where we must consider the conclusion. So is Phrase going to be the killer? Oh my god. Let us minimize both of our sacrifices. I see. I understand the state of affairs. So, what kind of intel would you like? Well, that's convenient. Here we go. So he has come, the blasted show-off. Ooh. Woo! So now we're getting to the next battle, too. Oh my god. This is going to be very interesting to see where this battle goes. But what do you guys think of this chapter? Do you guys think that it's Phrase that's behind the kill that's going to kill her? That would be a fucking twist. But, I mean, I think about, like, the beginning of the dream. Right before the Emperor went to meet up with Siri, we had some kind of ominous message from Phrase. Some ominous dialogue from her. So, that's why I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised if she was. But it's interesting that it's the hero of the South that got the magic from her. And his descendants. I'm very curious what you guys think about this chapter, and what direction do you guys think this is going to go in? Do you guys think that it's going to be Phrase that kills her? Or do you think there's a demon in disguise, which we've seen demons go in recon, like in other series, so like I would not be surprised if that was the case here. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more Frieren content. A few ways you could do that: donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, Coffee, purchase something off our Amazon wish list. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. And until next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye!